Hello everyone, I have made this short video to alert academic, especially early stage career researchers and PhD students about the possible risks of publishing in predatory journals. As you know, we have a well-known term in scientific environments as publish or perish that describes the pressure to publish, as you can see, academic work in order to succeed in an academic career. I will discuss this topic in next videos. The advantages and the disadvantages of this way of thinking in academia and whether are there ways to improve this process. By the way, this fact can put a lot of pressure on academics to speed up their publications. But this is of course the point of danger, especially for early stage career researchers. They may be trapped easily by the so-called predatory journals. But what is a predatory journal? As you can see, Wikipedia has defined predatory publishing, also known as right-only publishing or deceptive publishing, is an exploitative academic publishing business model that involves charging publication fees to authors without checking the quality of the articles they receive, or even without providing editorial and publishing services. But how we can realize if a journal is a predatory one or not? There are some interesting literature published recently. For instance, this one, The False Academy, Predatory Publishing in Science and Bioethics. Good to know that this paper is an open access one, and you can easily download and use it free of charge. But I have already done this. In this work, Eriksson and Helgeson have provided a nice introduction on the False Academy and the definitions related to the predatory journals, and have provided a list of the characteristics of a predatory journal. They have also noted that the idea with this list is not to say that any journal fulfilling any of the points below can be considered as a predatory journal, but the more points on the list that apply to the journal, the more skeptical you should be. So, what are the parameters you should always take into consideration? First, the publisher is not a member of any recognized professional organization committee to best publication practices. There are some organizations to this end, for instance COPE, as you can see for instance here, that you can easily search the title of the journal to see if it is a member of this organization or not. Also, the second item is that the journal is not indexed in well-established electronic databases such as Moodle or Web of Science. The publisher claims to be a leading publisher even though it's just got started. The journal and the publisher are unfamiliar to you and all your colleagues. This is another indicator that you can use to realize if a journal is a predatory one or not. Next, the papers of the journal are of poor research quality and may not be academic at all. Yes, this is true, because the most important motivation for them is just to publish more and more, and just to receive the article processing charge. Because of that, you can see that in the published papers by these journals, there are fundamental errors. Also, you can easily see that the journal website is not professional. And also, most of the time, they don't provide an editorial board, or they don't give enough details regarding the names and affiliations of their editorial board. Also, most of the time, the journal website does not reveal the journal's editorial office location, or normally they use an incorrect address for their editorial office. Also, it's not clear in these journals that in which basis they publish. It's a yearly journal or they publish monthly, because they publish an issue as soon as they receive a certain amount of papers. Next, the journal title claims a national affiliation that doesn't match its location. For instance, they may mention that American Journal of, for instance, something, while being located on another continent. They also may use the word international in their titles while having a single country editorial board. Also, the journal mimics another journal title, a very well-known journal title, or the website of said journal. Also, the journal may provide an impact factor, despite of the fact that the journal is a new one. So, how a new journal can have an impact factor? Also, the journal claims an unrealistically high impact based on other alternative impact factors. Another item that you can most of time find in their websites is that they post non-related or non-academic advertisements. Another point is that the publisher that hosts the journal has released a huge number of new journals at one occasion or during a very short period of time. In addition, you may receive an invitation from the journal to submit your work, and you can easily realize from the email that they even don't know your field of expertise. For instance, you receive an invitation to publish your work in a journal in a completely different field. Also, the emails from the journal is normally written in a poor language and make contradictory claims, such as you have to respond within 48 hours, while later on they say that okay, you may submit your manuscript whenever you find convenient. And this is one of the most important points that you should consider to realize if the journal is a predatory one or not. The journal charges a submission or handling fee instead of publication fee. It means that you have to pay even your paper is not accepted for publication. And also, you cannot find clear information in the web page of the journal about the submission or publication fees and why you need to pay these publication fees exactly. And also, the journal gives unrealistic promises regarding the speed of the peer review process. From this, you can easily realize that the peer review process by this journal is minimal, or even they don't send the papers for the peer review process. Also, most of time, these journals does not describe copyright agreements or demands the copyright of the paper while claiming to be an open access journal. And finally, the journal displays no strategies in their web pages for how to handle misconduct, conflicts of interest, or secure the archiving of articles when no longer in operation. So, in order to benefit from having a good publication, we need always to follow these certain steps. First, we need to think very well which journal to be considered as the publication source of your work. I will make another video of how we can find the best publication source for our experimental work or reviews. And then we need to check the journal to ensure that they are not acting as predatory journals. And finally, to submit the results of the research and reviews. I hope you liked this video. If so, please like and subscribe the channel to receive the next videos, and thank you for watching.